lift, 20. Make a fist. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Stop over there. Call it a halt. Okay, we have to test the dough now. See how close we are to Play-Doh. Turn it over, side that was next to the table. Make a ball, like this. Take your knuckle, poke it. See if it bounces back real quickly. Or, if it doesn't bounce back quickly, we're not close to Play-Doh. Let's give it a poke. Well, mine's kind of slow and pokey. What about yours? Slow and pokey too? All right, let's do a few more kneads. I think we're up to 60 now. Let's go again. Ready? Hands on sides. Turn, lift, stretch. Turn, lift, stretch. Turn, lift, stretch. Turn, lift, 4. Turn over the dough. Work on the other side. Again. Turn, lift, 5. Turn, lift, 6. Turn, lift, 7. Turn, lift, 8. Turn, lift, 9. Turn over the dough. Put a little flour underneath if you need to. Let's go again. We're halfway through. Turn, lift, 10. Turn, lift, 11. Turn, lift, 12. Turn, lift, 13. Turn, lift, 14. Turn, lift, 15. Turn it over. Turn, lift, 16. Turn, lift, 17. Turn, lift, 18. Turn, lift, 19. Turn, lift, 80. Got your fist ready? Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Only one more set to go and it'll be Play-Doh. Are you with me? Let's go. Turn, lift, 1. We can go faster this time. Turn, lift, 2. Turn, lift, 3. Turn, lift, 4. Turn, lift, 5. Turn, lift, 6. Turn, lift, 7. Turn, lift, 8. Turn it over. Turn, lift, 9. Turn, lift, 10. Turn, lift, 11. Turn, lift, 12. Turn, lift, 13. Turn, lift, 14. Turn it over. Let's go for the last 6. Turn, lift, 94. Turn, lift, 95. Turn, lift, 96. Turn, lift, 97. Turn, lift, 98. Turn, lift, 99. Turn, lift, 100. Beat it till I say stop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. You guys have been terrific. Whew. But I'm almost exhausted. How about you? You ready to play for a while? I think the dough is Play-Doh. Roll it out and see if you can make me a long rope. Roll it just like this. Out, out, out. The harder you press down, the longer your rope will be. Start in the middle and then go toward the 2 ends. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I'll bet we can make this into some kind of bread animal or maybe a bread snake. Roll it out. It's just like Play-Doh now. The harder you press down, the thinner it will get. See if you can make your dough just as long as your stir stick. I'll bet some of you can make it twice as long. Keep rolling. Long as you can get it. 2 hands, press down hard. Going for slow. Can you get it that low? Stop and listen. Okay, hold on. Let me see your ropes. Hold them up. Yours longer than mine? Shorter? Doesn't make any difference. Let's do something fun with it now that we've got it to a rope. Let's roll it up. Can you roll it up? See what we get. Some of you, I'll bet, are going to get snails. Some of you, I bet you're going to get a beehive. About like that? But some of you, you're going to have the world's biggest cinnamon bun. Roll it up right now. Here's what I got. What'd you get? Oh boy, I like playing with bread dough. Okay, you got it all rolled up? Put it down now. Let's knead it just for a few minutes until we get the wrinkles out. And then we'll make another bread animal, okay? Turn, fold, stretch, turn, lift, stretch, turn, lift, stretch, turn, lift, stretch, turn, lift, stretch. Take it now in your hands and go like this. See if you can roll it out just to the shape of like a hot dog roll. We don't want to get it very long this time, just a little bit. Okay, now find the knife or the stir stick. Either one will work. We're going to do some surgery. Are you ready for cutting? Cut off 1/3, just about like this. Either with the knife or the stir stick, just cut it off. We're going to have a little piece and a big piece. This will be the body of our animal. This will be for the head and the tail and the arms and the legs. Okay, take your big piece, shape it into a nice ball. It's like Play-Doh now. Just kind of shape it like you see my hands going round, taking it from the top and pushing it underneath. Make a ball for me. Now, take a little flour. You've got some there on the table somewhere. Make a little circle of flour and put the round ball right in the flour. Good. You guys are doing a great job. Do you have a little piece of dough? Pinch off a tiny little bit. We need some for a tail. Pinch it off and roll it between your hands. We want it to be kind of a pointy tail. Something like this. Okay? Now we're going to pinch this on to the turtle's body. Okay? Go down here and just give it a little pinch. If it doesn't want to stick, dust it off. Sometimes flour prevents the dough from sticking. Okay, so you got a body and a pointy tail. Let's take this piece, pull off another lump, a pretty good sized lump this time, for a head. Make it round ball. Good job. Put the head opposite the tail. I'm going to turn my turtle so you can see it a little bit. And pinch the head on. Now that's kind of a funny looking animal. We need to give him nose and eyes, and then I think you'll know what kind he is. Take your finger and your thumb and pinch it. Just turn it around so you can see. Pinch it just like that. Put a little flour on your finger, your thumb, and you'll see. I'll bet you can guess what kind of animal we're making now. What kind of animal has a pointy head? Did you guess a turtle? You're absolutely right. You have a piece of dough left. Here's where you have some choices. Divide it into 4 pieces. Make legs for your turtle. Cut it in 2 make wings. Have a sea turtle. Or if you want a prehistoric turtle, make some spines for his back. Have fun. Do it any way you want to. Stop and listen. Get quiet now. Turtle needs to grow. You see how he's laying there on the table? You guys made a lot of good turtles. Some land turtles, some sea turtles, and I do see a couple dinosaur turtles. But nothing ever grows unless it sleeps. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to tuck in the arms and the legs, the head of the turtle. Tuck it all in because a turtle never sleeps exposed. Some critter might come along and take a bite. Then we're going to cover it loosely with a sheet of wax paper and let the yeast raise it up and make it big. Then we'll have one more turn at punching it down. Adult helpers, take these sheets of wax paper, one for each bread maker. Cover your turtle very loose. We don't want to tuck it in. Tuck it in, the dough will stick to the paper and we'll have a disaster. You know what to do? Go. Stop and listen. Shh. Focus up here. Tune in your ears. It's time to grease the pans. We're almost done. The bread pan has to have a little oil in it so the dough doesn't stick. So we'll put one squirt of oil in there and then smear it all around when I say go. You'll want to cover the bottom, the sides, and all the corners. Now, you'll be taking your bread home in a bag. Looks like this bag. We'll open it up, and I want you to notice a few things. Adults, can you pass out the bags and the pans now? Stop and listen. Stop. Pick up your bag. I want you to look at it now. Listen to me, but look at your bag. Turn it to the side where you see the honey bear with the loaf of bread. Do you see the recipe there? Mix together flour, yeast, salt. Add water, honey, margarine or oil. Stir, then add whole wheat. Then you rest. See the big words, all capital letters? Then kneading. Clear down at the bottom. See the word resting? That's where we are right now. Turn the bag over and you'll see the next step. What does it say over there? Punching down. One more chance to have a lot of fun. We're going to punch it down and then shaping. Pay attention to these two pictures here. You see, when we punch it down, it's going to be a circle. To shape it so it fits the bread pan, we're going to fold over two sides to make it look like a triangle. Look at your bag. Don't look at me right now. Beginning at the little point of the triangle, we're going to roll it up all the way to the bottom, pinch it together, and then put it into the bread pan. Okay, you understand that? Now here's what it will look like before you bake it. Next step is rising. Look up here now. This is the loaf, the way it looks before you bake it. Do you see how the loaf will only be half full when we put it in the pan, but it will grow almost 2 inches tall, big and beautiful. Now at this stage, it's not bread yet. It's only bread dough. It's dough full of bubbles. The yeast has made it grow big and tall. But if you touched it, it would all begin to sink, because bread dough is a lot like bubble gum. You know, you put air into it, you touch a bubble, what happens? Pop! The yeast thinks bread dough is bubble gum, and so it has blown it up. Now some of you won't be home at a place where you can bake this in 1 hour. That's how long it takes to get this high. If you go to after-school care, have someone put your bread dough in a cool place. Yeast works slowly when it's cool, and that way it won't rise too fast. It might take 2 or 3 hours to get this big. If you can't find a cool place, then here's a little trick. If it gets so big, it will pop by itself. The yeast doesn't know when to stop blowing it full of bubbles. But you won't hear any loud noise. It will begin to sink in the center. It might go over the edges. But you haven't ruined the bread. If that should ever happen to your bread dough, here's what to do. Watch me closely. I'm going to dump the dough on the table. I want you to see what happens if the bread rises too high and looks bad before you bake it. If the bread dough overrises, put a little flour on the table, dump it out, boom, just like that, and punch it down again. Punch it until it's flat, and then fold it over into a triangle again, and roll it up like a jelly roll, and put it back in the pan. You might need to add a little bit more grease in the bottom of the pan because the bread dough's already got some of the grease from the first time. Back in the pan, and do you know what? The yeast will blow it up a second time. It will go faster, and it might rise even higher the second time. That's what happens if ever you over-raise the dough. Now we'll set this aside. Now's time to work on your dough. Lift the wax paper, fold it in half, set it over to the side, and put your bread pan on top of it. Wow, my bread dough did some growing. How about yours? Let's make a fist. You ready for that last punch? Remember, when I say stop, we got to come to a quick halt. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. cut it off. Now, pick it up. See if it's stuck to the table. I hope not. Very carefully now, fold over one edge and then the other edge, just like this. I'm going to hold mine up so you can see it just a little bit. You see how I folded one edge over and then the other to make the triangle? Do that right now. See how I folded it over? First one edge and then the other to make a triangle. Now I'm going to begin at the little point at the top and roll it over and over and over, each time pinching it down tightly, rolling it up tight like a jelly roll. If you leave your dough on the table, it's a little easier to do this than in your hand. When you get to the bottom edge, pinch the bottom, pinch it tightly, pinch the ends together so there's no air tunnels, and then put it in your greased pan. Turn it over in the pan, and you'll have oil on the top of your bread dough. But leave the dough with the seam side on the bottom and a little oil on the top. Now, doesn't that look good? It looks great. Your name on your bag. Well, Bear, they did it. And so did we. I'm proud of you, Bear. You were a good mascot today. Your loaves look terrific. The folks at your house are going to be so proud of you, and that bread is going to be yummy. Right now, yeast is blowing it full of bubbles. Soon it will be in the oven, and wow, is it ever going to smell good. Bear, the best part is yet to come, right? I knew you'd agree with me. The eating part. I don't think they need our directions for that. No way.